Hi everybody, welcome to another Kids Craft. Today we're going to be making a Groovy ghost decoration for Halloween. Here's what you're going to need. First, you're going to need a plain white sock. You're going to need a popsicle stick. You're going to need a piece of yarn and a pipe cleaner. You're also going to want something to decorate your ghost with. If you get our Take and Make kit, and for this demonstration, we're going to use a sunglasses pin, and we're going to use some toy sneakers. In addition to this, you will also need some scissors and either some markers or paint or something like that to finish your ghost's face. To start, you're going to cut the toe off of your sock. Then you're going to gather that cut end and tie one end of your yarn around it. Then you'll take the other end of the yarn and tie that to that gathered piece of sock as well. This should give you a loop to hang up your ghost when it's finished. On the opposite end of the sock, just cut it to a length that you like. You probably want to leave it a little bit longer because remember you can always cut off more fabric, but you can't add any. Once you have that cut, make cuts up around the open part of the sock to just about the heel. You don't want to cut all the way up the sock because you're going to need some space for your ghost's body and face. All right, then set that aside and take your pipe cleaner and your popsicle stick and wrap your pipe cleaner once or twice around the stick. Both ends should be on the same side of the stick when you're finished. Next, we're going to attach our toy shoes to the pipe cleaner. You're going to want to very carefully thread one end of the pipe cleaner through the top two holes of one of your shoes. Now you do want to be careful inside the shoe of the tongue and the laces. So you may want to, before you thread it in, just press down a little bit on the inside of your shoe to kind of get those out of the way. Then you're going to wrap the end of the stem back across the top of the shoe to keep that in place. Repeat this process with the other end of the stem and your remaining shoe. Finally, we're going to put our stick with our shoes inside of our ghost. So what you're going to do is just stretch the sock over the popsicle stick and just kind of pull it around till you have where you want your ghost's arms to be. The sock will keep the popsicle stick in place, so you don't have to worry about gluing or sewing it or anything like that. And if the bottom of your ghost is still longer than you like it to be, go ahead and trim off any of the excess fabric now. And for the last step, you want to give your ghost a face. If you have the sunglasses pin, you can pin that where you want the eyes to be, or you can just set that aside if you want to draw on your own eyes or glue on some googly eyes. That's up to you. Then you can use some fabric paint or markers or glue on some scrap fabric, something like that to add a mouth or any other facial features you want on your ghost. I just drew a little happy smile on mine. And that's it. All that's left is to hang up your ghost to decorate for Halloween. Thank you for joining us for this month's Kids Craft, and we will see you next time.